Good morning, everybody. This is Jen from ScanNCut Jam Sessions and ScanNCut Canvas and Scout Help on Facebook. I'm going to redo the embossing tutorial because some people are having a hard time seeing some stuff. This is what I make the stylus out of. People call these nail tools. I guess because you get under like the nails or something. I don't know. I'm a country girl. I don't have my fingernails done. I've never had them done. So I really don't know how they use them. This is an embossing tool that I make for the Brother ScanNCut. What I do, let me see if I can bring this in real close for you. So bear with me. Okay, you see how that has a little knob on it? And how this is stuck in the blade holder? Okay, that is Sculpey clay or moldable clay that is inside of there, and it holds this thing really firmly. Okay, you see it does not move. Alright, and before, when I made this one, okay, this one was baked because I stuffed it down inside the pen holder. Okay, and so you would make a draw file and use the pen holder because the ScanNCut functions off of these grid lines that are in these holders. Okay, so when it clicks the little levers in the back, this makes it a cut file, and then the pen one has different ones, so that makes it a draw. Okay. So we'll be using this one. When you make your file, you'll make it a cut file, but because this has this tip in it, it will be an emboss file. Okay, and like I said, this is a really sturdy tip in here. It's not gonna go all over the place. So you leather toolers, you can use this and it's gonna do really, really well. Alright, so what I did was, let me focus this back out. Okay, let me get it in here for you. As I take one of these, lay it down, cover it with a rag. Okay, so cover the end. You don't want to hit the metal part. What you want to hit is a plastic part, and I hit it with a hammer. Okay, and then that breaks the tip of it off so that you can get this little metal piece out. Okay, and it comes out really cleanly. Alright, and then I take, let me find them. I take my little wire snips and I go around and I crimp, make little lines in here so that your Sculpey clay has something to grip onto. Alright, so you want to kind of squeeze a little hard so that you make some really deep marks in here. Okay, and boy, so keep squeezing and really get some nice deep marks in there. That lets that clay grab on, and it's not likely to loosen it up. But because we can't bake this, that clay stays somewhat moldable. So if you can find like an air dry clay, that would be really good. Because with Sculpey clay, you're supposed to bake it. Well, since it's wedged up in here, you really don't want to bake it. You don't want to melt your holder. Okay. So I'm going to try to pull this out. Okay. You can see mine. Let me bring this back in. Okay, you can see mine has all the crimps around it. Okay, and this one here has all the crimps around it. Well, what I did, I'll show you right now, is you take some of this putty, or clay, I'm sorry. This is Sculpey Bake Shop oven baked clay, and it kind of is a little weird feeling. Let me bring this back out. It's kind of a little break aparty, crumbly. what you want to do is you want to give it your body heat, and that helps to start to stick it all together. Or otherwise, see how crumbly it gets? It's just horrible. Okay? So what you want to do is you just want to take your body heat and you want to start molding it. You want to start just kind of, I'm sorry, kneading it. So just start kneading it in your hands, and after a short while it becomes like regular clay with a really nice consistency. Now I just leave mine out in the air because it doesn't get hard. It won't harden up on you and get bad. This one's been out for a couple months and it's not all yucky and gross. You can just pick it up and keep using it. Okay, so just this little bit I've been doing has got this to a nice consistency. You can see it in my hands, and it'll get all over under your fingernails. That's fine. Just take one of your nail tools and get it out. Okay. And like I said, this will be a dedicated embossing tool. You will not be able to get the putty or the clay out of it. Alright, so just know that before you do this. Once you use this and put the clay in there, it will be full of clay forever. Okay, so unless you don't need an embossing tool all the time, use something like this, what I made the last time. I have the tutorial up still, where you can take it in, take it out. This one is if you're going to need an embossing tool all the time. Alright, and my hope is that Brother will make us something like this, so we don't have to make our own. Okay, so now that I've got this all done, this one's pretty packed, but excuse me, my seasonal allergies are starting to act up again. Okay, I pulled the spring off of mine just because I don't need that sitting in there. I'm gonna take just a tiny piece because mine, like I said, is already packed full. I hope you, let me bring this in so you all can see it a little better. Okay, where's he at? Alright, right here. Okay, so I'm going to stick a piece on here. Hang on, patience. Okay, and now I'm going to start to stick this in there. Okay, I'm going to take some of it off. Now when you go to do it, you can cram it all down in there, but like I said, mine is pretty packed full. Okay, now I'm going to push. I'm going to bring the camera back out since you just seen me do that, and I'm going to try to straighten it out so that it's in the center. Okay, and I'm going to push. And remember, you don't want to push it down real far because you still have to put your cap on. So push it down, then put your cap on, and you're going to back it up to 1. And see how much? Hang on, bear with me. See how much is sticking out? Well, we don't want that much sticking out. So you're going to push, 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 push. You pretty much just want the ball sticking out when it's on 1. Okay. So about, and bring it in again, bear with me. Okay, so about like that. That's about what you want sticking out. Alright? So let's see, there's the center. So it's pretty centered. Now you'll notice that, oops, sorry, that it's solid. It's not moving. So all of you leather crafters, this is wonderful, okay? Because when you wet your leather and you put it on and it's going around, you know, you'll probably want to do this, you know, a couple times, because you don't want excessive pressure, you know, but you want enough that it's going to make a mark. And I'll show you. I'll take you over and show you how exactly this works. Alrighty, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to assemble your mat. This is a regular foamy sheet, okay, like kids fun foam. Yes, it does have adhesive on the back. I'm not going to peel that off. I'm just going to take it and stick it to my mat. And this is the same old mat I've been using forever. So I stick that down to my mat. Okay, and then I'm going to go over and grab my repositionable spray adhesive. This is made by Slice, but I got it on clearance at Hobby Lobby, so I'm not sure if they make it anymore. But this stuff really does work. I wasn't too sure if it would, but it does. Okay, so I'm going to spray it. That's what I'm doing off camera right now. I'm spraying it. Okay, so I sprayed it. And now I'm going to stick it on here. And just give it a squish. And I take my little scraper. If you guys wonder what I talk about when I say I take my scraper and do things, this is what I do. It works well. Okay, now time to head on over to the machine. Okay, so we're over here at the machine. And I've selected a skull. Just Halloween's coming up and all that fun stuff. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. Let me try to pull you in there. Quick. See the little skull? And that's what we'll be embossing. Okay. Oh, sorry, I did it the wrong way. So that's what we'll be embossing on our little cardstock here. Okay, the first one we'll do will be a little bit of a lighter emboss. Make sure everything's still stuck down. And remember, it's going to be a cut file because the blade holder is designed to cut. Finish cutting. Okay, let's pop it out here and have a look. Now focus this in a little better for you guys. Okay, now can you see it? It is fully embossed. Alright, and it's got good detail. Alright, next one we're going to do is deeper. Okay, so we're going to use the same file, only I have to move it down. Okay, starts at 4 and goes to 8. Let's move it up just a smidge. Come on. Oh, come on. There. Okay, but what I want to do is I want to increase the pressure a little bit. Yesterday I pulled the blade out. Well, you know, after thinking about it, I don't really want to be pulling that little tip out, in and out, because what that's going to do is that's going to loosen that clay up in there. So we'll just adjust the cut pressure. So we'll take that up to 1. Okay, and let's start it. And you can adjust the pressure however you need to. I wouldn't go going very high on the pressure. What I would do is I would make multiple passes, okay? Because you don't want to put a lot of strain on the carriage. Alright, you don't want to stress that out. Okay. Let me focus this in a little bit better. Okay, and you can see there is a difference. You can clearly see the skull. But there is a difference in depth between the two of them. Okay, and here we are. I just increased the cut pressure, which means I increased just the emboss pressure. I increased that to a 3. And look, there is a definite difference. So, if you want to, you know, do some double cutting per se, or double embossing, I mean, that is a clear difference. People said yesterday, some of them said that they couldn't really see a difference. Well, there's a huge difference there. So this little embosser works. It works very well. So if you want to try it, if you have a dedicated blade holder just for embossing, like I said, once you do this, you can't go back because you can't dig out all that clay. It is totally up to you though. If not, you can use the other way. This is the one that's set at a pressure of -1. This was set first at the pressure of 1, and then I increased it to a pressure of 3. But it's a clear and definite pattern. You can see that very easily. Okay guys, alright, if you have any questions, you can find me over at ScanNCut Canvas and Scowl Help on Facebook. Thanks a lot guys.